Hey Reds, welcome back to Liverpool Life. Today we are taking a look into the future. Specifically the future that arrives when the era of Virgil van Dijk inevitably comes to an end. You've probably heard the news. Liverpool have signed 18-year-old Senegalese defender Mor Talla Ndiaye. The price tag? A frankly ridiculous £1 million by modern standards. Most fans just shrugged their shoulders. Another unknown quantity for the academy? Just a punt. But we've spent the last 24 hours poring over scout reports, rewatching Senegal U-17 matches, and analyzing Richard Hughes' strategy. And I'll tell you one thing, this isn't just a signing for the sake of it. This is a signing that could save the club 80 million euros 3 years down the line. We are going to tell you why Liverpool scouts have been tracking him since Qatar, and how the man who broke out hearts back in 2014, Dembaba, is paying us back through Ndiaye. Get comfortable, subscribe to the channel, and let's get into it. So let's start with the basics. Mor Talla Ndiaye, 18 years old, standing at 188 centimeters, a left-footed centre-back. Remember that characteristic, left-footed. In modern football, that's like finding a unicorn. Elite left-footed centre-halves are young Joshua Guardiola, Gabriel Magalhaes, Alessandro Bastoni. They cost an absolute fortune. Liverpool have decided to go down a different path, growing our own. Ndiaye joins us from the Senegalese club FC. It's a team from the city of Thiès that isn't exactly pulling up trees in the Senegalese second division. It's a massive surprise that we are buying a player from such a footballing backwater, but we are going to prove that this lad is impressive, and our scouts are top-tier specialists. The president and owner of FC is Dembaba. Yes, that ex-Chelsea striker. A man who knows the Premier League inside out has built an academy that doesn't just produce runners, but tactically astute athletes. Dembaba personally oversaw Ndiaye's development. What makes Ndiaye special? The first thing that jumps out is his physical profile. At 18, he already looks like a ready-made athlete. The height gives him aerial dominance, which is critical in England. But in the Prem, being tall isn't enough. You need to be rapid. In scouting reports, there is a term called recovery pace. It's a defender's ability to catch a forward when they've already broke into open space. For our slot system, which relies on a high defensive line, this is the most important quality. Ndiaye has that pace. He's got a long stride, he's fluid. It allows the team to press high, knowing there is a man at the back who can put out fires over large distances. The second aspect is his game on the ball. We've signed a so-called ball-playing defender. In our slot system, the role of centre-backs is key in the build-up. They bait the first line of the press to open up zones for holding midfielders to receive the ball. This requires elite passing ability and nerves of steel from the defenders. The technical profile needs to be universal. It's not just about defending space or winning aggressive 1-versus-1 duels. It's crucial to have the skill to drive forward with the ball and execute complex ground passes through the lines, effectively turning center-backs into deep-lying playmakers who dictate the rhythm before even crossing the halfway line. And here we come back to his left foot. Why does Van Dijk play on the left of the center despite being right-footed? Because he's a genius, but even he sometimes has to spend a split second adjusting the ball to his stronger foot for a diagonal. A left-footed defender at left centre-back opens up a completely different geometry on the pitch. Ndiaye can play passes that slice through lines. At the U-17 World Cup in Qatar, in the match against Croatia, he showed 90% passing accuracy. He doesn't just give it to the nearest man, he looks for forward options, and he finds them easily enough. Actually, he lit it up so much at the World Cup that our scouts simply couldn't ignore him. His numbers speak for themselves. It's rare for a defender to grab the attention at World Cups. We usually speak about strikers or midfielders. You can see these numbers for yourself in the Liverpool Live app. The link is in the description under the video and in the pinned comment. Once you see them, you definitely won't call him a cat in the back. In slot system, where the build-up starts from the keeper, Ndiaye can become a key element in playing out of the passes. He can sell a dummy with his body shape, suggesting a pass to the center, then sharply fizz a pass out to the left back. These are the details, but they are what win you seconds at the top level. The third point is his defensive style. Ndiaye is a proactive defender. He doesn't wait, he aggressively steps out of the line to intercept. On average, he was making 3.3 interceptions per game at youth level. And this is a lot. He reads the game. He plays on the front foot. Here, of course, lies the main risk. In the PL, forwards are much more streetwise. If you dive in and miss, you get punished. Young defenders often suffer from over-aggression, but it's easier to teach an aggressive player patience than to teach a passive player bravery. Now about the strategy. Why did we take him right now? This is classic Moneyball. We paid 1 million if Ndiaye breaks into the first team. We've got a player worth 60 to 80 million for basically nothing. If he doesn't grow to Liverpool's level but becomes a solid defender at Championship or Belgian level, we sell him for 5-10 million. It's a win-win lottery. Plus, the transfer triggers a domino effect in the academy. Ndiaye's arrival allows us to send another talent, Amara Nalo, out on loan. Nalo gets experience of senior men's football, and Ndiaye takes his spot in the U21s to adapt. This is ideal human resource management, headed up by Matt Newberry. He runs the global talent department. He used to be the loan manager, and in 2024 took up his current position. Among his significant achievements is scouting Ryan Gravenberg from the age of 13 right up to his signing for the team. Let's get back to Mor. The mental aspect is important too. The lad is Senegalese. Guess who his idol is? Sadio Mane, obviously. Ndiaye explicitly said, "Sadio made me dream in this shirt." For him, moving to Liverpool is a mission. He wants to follow the path of a national hero. That kind of motivation often becomes the deciding factor that makes players work harder than anyone else. He's religious, humble, disciplined. It's the type of character Klopp adored, and that's Lot values. Of course, we shouldn't get carried away. Let's be realistic. Mor Talla Ndiaye is a rough diamond. He needs to bulk up. He has an ectomorph build. Tall, wiry, but still a bit slight. Against monsters like Haaland or Semenyo, he physically struggles right now. He needs to put some meat on the bones in the gym at Kirkby. He also needs time to adapt. The jump from the Senegalese second division to the structure of a top PL club is like switching from a bicycle to a spaceship. Different speeds, different tactics, different language. So, what's the plan? The next 6 months, playing for the U21s under Rob Page. Adaptation, language, physicality, and next season, training with the first team, maybe the preseason tour. We won't see him starting a Premier League match tomorrow, and that's fine. We are preparing Van Dijk's replacement for the 2027 or 2028. Who can he be compared to? Scouts compare him to William Pacho from PSG, equally fluid, left-footed, and uncompromising. But his ideal is undoubtedly Joshua Gvardiol, the modern playmaker-defender. If Ndiaye develops his passing and tactical understanding to even 70% of Gvardiol's level, we've got an elite player. To sum up, the transfer of Mor Talla Ndiaye is a quiet victory for our scouting department. While Chelsea and United spent hundreds of millions, Liverpool continues to find unobvious options that work in the long run. It's a strategy that allows us to stay at the top without having the bottomless wallet of a petro-state. And this isn't the last transfer of this kind from Liverpool. A deal for another top young defender, Ifeani Ndukwe, hope I pronounced it correctly, is in the works. He's the captain of the Austrian youth team. So, do you get it? Captain, leader of his team. He has good pace, is tenacious in one-on-one duels, and can also spray intelligent and precise passes. And he's 198 centimeters. At that same World Cup, he caught the eye of many scouts, but it looks like Liverpool were the quickest off the mark. As soon as there is official confirmation, we'll do a video on him. And when that happens, we'll have the perfect centre-back partnership of the future. Fast, intelligent, athletic, and reliable. So keep an eye on Ndiaye in the youth matches. Maybe in a few years, you'll be proudly telling your mates, "I knew about him when he first arrived." Let me know in the comments, how do you feel about the club's strategy? Is it worth risking it with 18-year-old talents from Africa, or is it better to buy proven Europeans? And do you believe the academy can produce a replacement for Van Dijk himself? Smash the like button for this detailed breakdown, subscribe to Liverpool Life. Here we talk football deeper than the rest. You'll never walk alone.